Hey everybody, it's Friday, May 1st. Time is flying. Just found out today, one of the realtors that I work with, young guy, now they don't even think he was 40, he died of a heart attack. Yesterday, 3 little kids. Said old memento mori, that the Latin phrase for this philosophy of Stoicism, that memento mori means remember you will die. I weave this in my thought process every day, so it makes me appreciate the now and live in the moment and be grateful. So I'm on a mission now. I'm on a mission to help people wake the fuck up. A lot of you here listening to this or be, what are you talking about? My friends, we are in such a corrupt world right now. Our own government, and I'm not talking about Trump, I'm talking about 50 years of corruption being built up and wired into our government at the highest levels. This is a bitter pill for some people to swallow. We as Americans have difficulty believing that our government isn't for the people and about the people. It's called exceptionalism. We Americans think we're exceptional. We think our government's exceptional, our history is exceptional. I mean, we are taught this from the time we're born on. Well, we're not exceptional anymore. The American people, we are exceptional. We have an unconquering spirit. We cannot be conquered unless we get blinded. And right now, most of us, we're blind. We're blind because the media, by and large, is controlled by people who only care about their narrative, which is not the people. You guys watch your news stations, you quote facts and all this other shit, and these facts all have a narrative. They all have a purpose. They're trying to dumb us down and take our spirit away, okay? I'm so sick of this anti-Trump bullshit. Stop that, okay? Here, you want to take a trip in history here? Go back to Benghazi, okay? Research what happened in Benghazi with Hillary Clinton and see what happened to her, nothing. And then look at the email scam. She sent over 33,000 emails over a private server. She was supposed to be using a .gov server, and those emails were open for the world to see. Some secret and top secret emails. When the investigation started, she erased all the emails with BleachBit software. Destroyed her cell phones and SIM cards. This is not refutable. This is irrefutable. And guess what happened to that investigation? It stopped. And you know what started? Thank you, President Obama. Let's stop this investigation and let's start one on candidate Donald Trump. A dossier was created by Christopher Steele. You can research all this yourself. A fake, phony dossier talking about collaboration between the Trump campaign and Russia. They brought it to the FISA court. The FISA court is the court that determines whether people can be bugged. That's the ultimate taking away of our freedom and liberty. They bugged the Trump campaign. They tried to tag him with Russian collusion. They tried to impeach him six times while he was president. All fake bullshit. And you people are going to go, I hate Trump, and you're not going to look at the cause and effect of everything that's happened up until this point. You want to keep your government accountable? Then go backwards and figure out what has been happening. Why is this happening? So you people got to wake up, all right? I'm sorry if it's uncomfortable for you. And I don't care if you don't like Donald Trump. I don't care if you don't like the way he talks or whatever. But the one thing I could say with great certainty is he wasn't supposed to be there. He got in, they tried to prevent him from getting in, he got in, and they tried to get him out by any means possible. So that's where we're at. And now we're in a collapsed economy. Maybe that'll get them out. That's their last effort. So, off of the rant and onto the COVID. I call it the CCP virus, Chinese Communist Party. All right? They're starting to investigate now, and don't be surprised when they find out that this thing was reverse engineered in the lab from a previous COVID virus, intentionally, not accidentally released, for the purpose of putting China at the head of the global table. That's my theory anyway. So here we are today. I'm saying go back to work. People are yelling at me. I put the now banned video of the two doctors talking about the science. They made perfect sense. But then people are chiming in, these aren't the facts, these aren't the facts. Well, they're not your facts. They're their facts. You cannot prove whose facts are correct. Don't send me screenshots of CNN talking about death toll, okay? One of my friends from high school, he's like, well, is this a fact or not? He sends me a screenshot of CNN News with the death toll. My reply is like, I don't know. Did you match up those numbers with the official CDC website of death totals? What are you asking me for? See, that's the blindness we have in our society. We watch the tube and we believe everything the tube feeds us, all right? Based on just Hillary Clinton's history, you should know that our government is definitely fully corrupt. Jim Comey, he should be in jail too. He might get in trouble now. They're looking at him. There's just tons of stuff. There's tons of darkness out there if you really research it, and you should, just so you understand the world we live in. So I post a video of the doctors, people warring back and forth. Another one of my friends telling me I'm selfish. I am selfish because I could go out and go to work and I can bring it back home and my family could all die. And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, there's a real small percentage of our population that are our warriors. I'm one of them. Our real warriors they're on the front lines, they're in the hospitals, treating people, they're on aircraft carriers, they're Marines, they're Army, they're Coast Guard, they're Navy, they're the best of what we have. They make the decision to go on the front line and put their lives on the line for the rest of us. That's a warrior, okay? So I don't expect everybody to understand it. They don't. Many of you don't. But warriors are not made to stay in place. One of our famous generals, General Patton, he said, hold your ground. Why would I want to hold ground that I've already taken? We're moving forward. We're an army. That's what we do. So this is what the people are petitioning for, to go back to work. These people, to me, they represent the warriors of our society. All right? You don't have to agree with them, and you don't even have to understand them. You just have to know that they're willing to go out. I'm willing to go out and take a risk that I could get sick or my family could get sick, because I don't believe the data that's coming at me. I don't believe the severity of the illness. So I'm willing to go out and risk my neck to see if it is that severe. So let the warriors go back to work. If we get fucked and we start dying and dropping like flies, then we can always regroup, okay? But if we don't test this enemy, then we're going to be under the control of the state. And that's where we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are under somebody else's control. We can't leave our houses. So here's an interesting example of warrior versus non-warrior. A conversation in my own house about if somebody tried to break in. This is dinner conversation in Lardino house. Would you have the ability to shoot someone? My wife looks at me, I'm like, well, to be objective, I could say I don't know. But I know myself, and yeah, I'm shooting them, and I'm killing them, and I'm probably going to do it with a smile on my face. Because if you're going to come in my house, you know, I'm going to make the assumption that you're ready to kill any or all the people inside, and I'm not going to let that happen. Other people in my family, I don't know if they could pull the trigger. Well, most of them couldn't pull the trigger. So the world needs the warrior. The world needs the person who's ready to go out and fight. So I'm asking you people to open up your minds, start to question everything you see on the news, all the stuff that our government does, and I'm not talking about Trump, I'm talking about all of our government for a long time prior to Donald Trump. Figure this shit out, all right? We're in a bad way here, and we're getting very close to not having any more liberty or freedom. You people don't understand the grandeur of this situation. We're in a bad way, guys. So question everything. Question all facets of your government. Question everything that's being fed to you on the news. Realize that people have agendas and narratives that are not in the best interests of the people. I wrote a little piece in my journal maybe 10 years ago about capitalism. And I said, capitalism has a shelf life. When the gap between the ultra wealthy and everybody else gets so big, then the system implodes. We're there now. So the ultra wealthy, people who are worth hundreds of billions of dollars, who do you think's controlling the narrative? It's them. And in these shutdowns, guess what happens to that gap? It gets bigger. They're in the ivory towers, and we're going broke. Think about it. So open your minds, please. Start to question everything. Don't have a predetermined opinion on anything. Keep your minds open. We need to get back to work. That's it. If we don't, the world we live in, this country, our life, our liberty, it'll be gone. We'll be living in some darkness like you've never seen. So I love you all. Messages are going to get sterner with me. I don't care if you agree with me or not. What I do want you to do is I want you to question your own beliefs. I want you to keep yourself honest. Keep yourself open-minded. Question all of your own beliefs. It isn't about me, it's about you. I love you all. We're in a fight. Let's all fight.